You are now listening to Ride With Me, the Flat Tire Nerdy Podcast.
Welcome to Ride With Me. Today is August 15, 2020, about 8:52 a.m. And today in the studio, I have 4 freaking hooligans that I picked up in the corner because they were asking for change. So I felt I needed to feed them and bring them on over. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Your name?
Mr. Skippy, a.k.a. Chris.
So you're Mr. Skippy.
Yes.
Why do you call yourself Mr. Skippy?
Because I'm Mr. Skippy.
Okay, Mr. Skippy. Want to introduce yourself over here, buddy?
My name is Juan, but my whole family calls me Junior.
Okay. Why do they call you Junior?
Because I'm a junior.
Okay, you're a junior. Oh.
Yeah.
And you over there, bearded bastard?
I guess they call me Weddle.
They call you Weddle?
Yeah.
It looks like you had a little too much sun there, buddy.
Yep.
You don't look Weddle no more.
That's why my daddy left me.
Wow. Anyways, these 4 hooligans are my brothers. We have...
Unfortunately.
Wow. So, this guy's the reason why I didn't want to have kids in the first place, but we'll get into that later. My mom is also in the studio. Say hi.
Hi.
She's in here watching her kids do their thing and watch them pretty much probably pick on me right now the rest of the time of the podcast.
Of course.
It's not going to be a probably. It's going to be a pick on you season.
I bet. So let me get into the fact of why I hated this guy. No, I didn't hate him. It's just that you look surprised. Now, he's kind of the reason why I didn't want to have kids was because back when he was born in 93, I believe. 93, right? Am I
you
correct?
say you take
Mom's
care
shaking
of
the
me,
head.
but you
Hold
don't
on.
even know what year I was born in.
Hey, man, dude, I blacked out half of my life. Have you not been catching up to the podcast? What do you call it? Am I correct? 93? He was born 93? Shake the head, yes or no? Okay. Yes. Every time you cried at night, I'm the one that got up. Every time you needed a diaper change in the middle of the night, I'm the one that got up. Every time you needed I had to pat your back until you went back to sleep. Every night for 2 years.
It's a long time.
That is a long time.
It's out of my hands.
Obviously, you know, I again, like I said in the past, I am the oldest, so I kind of started taking on that dad responsibility at the age of 5. Anyways, but yeah, you're the reason why I freaking didn't want to have kids.
Like Danny isn't our cousin?
Our brother Danny. Our brother Danny from El Paso.
I thought it was a cousin.
Dude, he's our brother.
Do we have a cousin?
There's too many.
Okay, so let's go back to the distance learning episode. Did you guys see why? What did I say? I said that we never went around family. Did you guys not know we had more family? You guys just thought it was just you guys?
I
Well, I
kind
knew
of knew.
about Danny and what's his name, Junior, I think.
Another junior. Okay.
But I thought they were just cousins.
No, they're brothers, dude.
You got me.
I just didn't
I
really
knew
think we
there-
had cousins.
Cousins. Yeah, we have cousins.
Well, we're Mexican. We have family everywhere.
Yeah.
We do have family everywhere, but I didn't know those people until recently. But anyways, yes, you, my friend, you freaking cried like a little. Dude, I'm trying to keep this podcast clean, and with you guys, you're gonna make me freaking break my own rule. Rule number 1: watch the language. But anyways, now that you're a full-grown man with a beard as long as Jesus,
You could change his diapers.
That is true. I will change his diapers eventually.
you're gonna change my diapers. Now that you guys are all grown up, what is it that you do for a living?
I drive for FedEx now.
I wasn't gonna say that. You said it on your own. I don't want to get lawsuit. I was gonna say you work for someone that
I deliver packages to people.
like the transporter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not just humans though. Just boxes.
Just boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long you been doing that for?
It depends. If you're counting all together, it's like 3.5 years now. But I've gone from one company to another. So this one recently, it's been 2.5 months. But the last one was 2.5 years.
What was the last one?
I'd rather not say if you don't want to get a lawsuit.
Is it all the?
It's a blue smile.
It's a blue smile.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The check mark, right?
Yes,
The
with
check-
a smile.
It looks like a check mark.
It's technically a smile. They correct you on that.
All my equipment's covered in that logo. Is that
yes,
correct?
yes,
Okay.
it is.
Gotcha.
You have a box up there too.
I do with the smile.
Yeah.
There it is.
I
All
worked
right.
for them 2.5 years for them to screw me over pretty badly.
Oh, does it? What do you mean by that?
Well, when COVID broke out, they kind of decided to be like, yeah, we're going to cut routes even though we're getting more packages. So after about 3 weeks of not being on the schedule, I applied to the other guys. They offered me the job, so I called my original boss. And I told him, hey, dude, these guys offered me a job. I'm going to go over there. And he's like, oh, well, we'll try to put you on the schedule. I'm like, dude, it's been 3 weeks. Are you serious? Like, it's a little late now. So I just ended up quitting there and went to the other guys. It's a lot better, though.
It's a lot better.
But yeah, the area's great.
Well, you're in my old route. You're in my old territory. I used to do
Goleta?
that. I used to do Goleta for the company that I work for now. Back in, I believe they put me out there October of 14, and I did that until October of 17 when we moved out here.
But what area did you do of Goleta?
All of Isla Vista.
The IV?
Isla Vista.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did Isla Vista for 3 years. A little bit of Santa Barbara, and that it's a beautiful view.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you
It's
mean.
a beautiful view. If he knows what I mean. I'm
The
I'm
beach
probably
is
gonna
right there.
The beach is down the street.
Yep.
Yup.
I deliver to the university, and then I do that whole area at the end.
Yeah, I think I only walked to the university once because I had I think I was riding with my buddy Ish, and he was the what they call the on premise, meaning he does only to restaurants and bars the beer sales,
Yeah.
and we were playing Pokemon Go.
Dude, it's packed over there.
So we walked over.
Like, holy crap.
We ended up walking all the way over to that. I only went in there once, but other than that, you still freaking just work and play video games.
A little bit of games, more work.
More work.
I'm working like 12-hour days now.
Yeah.
I leave at like 7. I won't get back till either 7 or 8 sometimes.
How's that commute?
I mean, it's not far. The station's technically in Ventura. So I drive to Ventura, get the van, and then I drive the truck all the way over to Santa Barbara. Or technically Goleta.
Goleta.
Yeah.
What's the farthest you go to Goleta? You go to like do you go to the, well, they probably won't be getting mail. The, what is it called? El Capitan? Refugia?
No.
They're all like the state beaches. And they have like the,
Somebody else probably does that area.
oh, okay.
Because I just do that little IV area. So I do all the university, and then I do just that little tiny IV area.
Okay.
So I go all the way down to the beach and then just come back.
That view is amazing though, right? The drive there,
Yeah,
the
well,
beach.
if I'm ever behind and anybody wants to help me, I'll just tell them I'll give them that last street, and they'll be like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah,
Because
no,
they love driving down that last street.
that I meant to the drive to the over there, bro. The beach, the
yeah,
entire
uh-huh.
drive.
Yeah.
You see the ocean. That's what I meant.
Uh-huh.
Are you, cochino.
You started. It's not me. You started it.
I just said it was a nice view. I didn't specify. But for
But
those
you said you know what I mean, which I know what you meant. So don't even start. Don't even
whatever, dude.
Give it like 5 to 10 years, he's gonna lose his jobs to some drones.
start. Yeah. Nah, they started that. Amazon started that, but they didn't not work out.
What? What'd you say? Who?
Oh,
It
Lawsuit.
slipped.
smiley face.
That's a
Wow.
lawsuit right
the
there.
Smiley Face started that. They did that like once or twice, and then they
Oh
stopped.
my god, I'm gonna get so sued.
You see that new
Lawsuit.
Postmates robot?
What?
The new Postmates robots in LA? It's a little robot, and it works for Postmates, and it drives to your apartment with the food inside of it, and it delivers it to you. It's a little robot. It's a little yellow robot.
I know what you're talking
Sounds
about.
like
It looks like Wally.
I know what you're talking
It
about.
looks
I've
like
seen
Wally.
it before.
Have you not seen it?
Yeah, it's like a little thing and it has a stick on top of it, and it like pops out your
Your
food
food.
out. It literally
It's a
pops
robot,
up your food.
and it delivers for Postmates.
Yeah,
any day we're all gonna be 500 pounds, just like in the movie Wall-E.
It's amazing, dude. I've seen that robot. It's badass.
Yeah.
and it actually works.
I'm on Google. I'm on Google Images.
You're on Google Images.
Yeah, you know, like when
So is my car.
you know when you go to Google Maps,
Yeah.
and then you can like on certain on the computer you can actually zoom into the street. You can zoom into the
You
street.
can hear her laughing in the background of my headset.
You know how you can see the streets?
Yeah.
I know exactly where I'm at because one day I was delivering for the blue smiley faces.
Yeah.
And I was parked at a stop and I saw the Google car, the one with the cameras on top. I saw
Yeah.
it drive past me, and I was like, "Oh, that's the car."
Oh, that's
so
the-
like a day later, I looked on Google Maps and I found where I was at, and you can see me clear as day on the.
That Google Maps things, they update that at least once a year, because when we first moved here, remember that trailer I was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, that trailer was in the front yard in one photo, and then my brother-in-law's car in the front yard, and then the second image was the trailer was gone, but now you start seeing like the little greenish glow,
Yeah.
and then now the third picture is my car. You can see my car on the
What you
driveway
gotta do is you gotta find out when it's gonna drive by, and you gotta stand at the sidewalk.
and go like,
Yeah, exactly.
fun.
That'd be amazing. Just imagine being on there. Well, they blur your face out, but you can still kind of see yourself, which is funny. Like you can see my beard all blurred out. Which is
they
funny.
blurred your face.
Yeah.
That's funny. So you're doing good. You're working for X and Delivery Mail in Isla Vista. All right. What about this hooligan over here? So what's up with Mr. Skippy? What's up with that name?
I found that name on a video, and that video was something about this dude, and I don't really want to say what it was about, but his name was Mr. Skippy
So
because
you stole someone's name.
I didn't steal someone's name.
You stole someone's identity.
I
Sounds like
thought
you
of
stole
someone's
somebody's
idea's
identity.
name.
What happened?
No,
Sounds like you stole somebody's
I
identity.
didn't steal it. I didn't steal
It
it.
sounds like you stole someone's identity.
All right. I didn't steal it. So what happened was I was watching this video.
So now I was watching this guy's video.
Yeah, I was just watching this guy's video, and I just found it, and I just took his name because of what he did.
Okay.
So I just took his name. So I'm not gonna say what he did, but I just took his name
Okay.
for what he did.
So let my 63 listeners what you do for what was it that you do, how old you are, and all that good stuff.
18. I live with my mother still, cause you know.
What
a
a
thug life.
loser. Who still lives with their parents? Oh wait, all three of you do. Oh,
To be fair, I
I'm
chose
playing.
to move back in.
You guys said you guys were gonna roast me, so I gotta roast you guys before you guys roast me.
Yeah.
So what is it that you plan on doing later on in life?
I plan on looking for a job and getting my own place soon
Why are you guys pointing fingers?
because mom.
You know that when I said that at 18 I was gonna move out, you know the freaking dirty looks I got from someone over here sitting to my right when
Yeah.
I said I was jokingly around saying I'm gonna move at 18, and the death looks started. So I'm assuming that's why this guy's pointing towards mom.
Can I add to that?
Go add to that.
So, okay, so the whole thing about moving out, I actually made Vero cry on that. So the day she moved,
Vero is our only sister out of 12 out of 12 of us all together. She's the only sister and the toughest one.
So when she moved out, apparently I was at school and everybody was home.
Yeah.
They didn't say bye. I took that personally, so I never spoke to her. Even now, I barely talk to her. So I remember like a couple years ago, she called our mom and she wanted to speak to me, and I told her no because you didn't say bye.
Yeah.
That hurt. So apparently that same day, she started crying over the phone because I didn't want to speak to
So
her.
this happened. She moved out. She left in what in 08, I
Yeah.
believe. So it's been 12 years since she's been gone.
Mm-hmm.
And Mexicans usually hold a grudge for 20 years. So you have about 8 more years to
Yeah,
go.
roughly.
Okay,
Well,
no.
I talked to her, but you know,
No, dude, you got 8 more years to go.
it's mean though. Like you didn't say bye.
No, I get it,
Yeah.
dude. I get it. She ran. She
Such a
Did she
crybaby.
say bye to you?
Well, she was watching Nick at the time. She was babysitting Nick. Honestly, I don't recall her saying bye. Shit. No, I got 8 more years.
Exactly. So
I got 8
weird.
years to stop talking. I'm not gonna talk to her anymore. If you listen to this podcast, Vero, I'm not talking to you.
Lawsuit.
You better show
I'm
this
not talking
podcast.
to you for
It's a
freaking
lawsuit.
8 more years. No,
Yeah.
she's family. She won't sue me. Right?
We're family. Trust me. We would probably do that to each other.
No, she'll still see
Anyway,
you.
we so interrupted Skippy's story.
I'm
Skippy,
sad. I'm sad.
go back to 18. You're moving out. From what I heard.
I'm not moving out at 18
Why do you look at mom when you say that?
because she gonna kill me. She gonna kill me.
says, expose kid.
I'm not planning on moving at 18. I'm just planning on moving soon.
Should have moved early. You're being 18 almost for a year.
So don't judge. You're still getting money from me, right?
Oh.
Money.
I'm only getting money for him.
From you,
Footsteps.
Okay, guys, we're going in the dark path here, and we're gonna talk about nothing like
But
that. Okay.
isn't that what you wanted though?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
want
that's what
that.
you wanted. You
That's our
wanted.
sibling love.
Okay. So, so you're saying she's still collecting food stamps for you?
Yes,
That's
let's
what
just
you're
say
saying. That's what you're saying. Okay, so hey, then food stamps come in handy when you need them, right?
that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, then.
She's
So
still eating out of it.
Okay, we're 18, and you're moving out. Go.
I'm moving out.
You're not moving out.
No, I am moving out. I was like,
Okay, so what is it you're trying to do then for jobs? What is it? What is the field you're in, or what is it you're trying to look
just
for?
really stocking or bagging cards.
So the backbone of America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Backbone of America.
Okay.
And
To be fair,
and
That's
he's-
what it is.
To be fair, his dream was before they shut down was to be the mouse at Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay. So here's
That
the
was
story.
his dream.
Here's-
Was to be that mouse.
Wait. The 1990s mouse or the anorexic mouse?
1990.
Okay.
No, well,
He got so mad when they found out that they're closing down. He got so mad. It was amazing.
so I just want everyone to know that was the first job that I applied at.
So to my 63 listeners, that was the first job you applied
Yes.
at? Okay.
That was the first one, and I wanted to be the mouse. That's it.
Holy shit. See, again, with the whole family distance thing, man. I didn't know that. That's pretty funny.
To be fair, I'm gonna interrupt you again. To be fair, I really don't like that mouse. There is a horrible story with that mouse, and I just want to.
Did you hear about kids went missing at Chuck E. Cheese and
Yeah,
like
they
a
were in
couple
the
days
bathroom.
a couple days later
That was
like
in Chicago.
their fingerprints or their handprints were like on the glass, like if they were slapping on the glass.
That was in Chicago.
That's nasty. That's probably one of the-
Do you guys believe that? Because
Yeah.
Found them underground.
Yeah.
I don't believe shit they say on Facebook anymore. So that's actually that really happened.
Need to
Ask
get
her.
off Facebook. That's what it
She's
is.
she's
Yeah?
on she's on Facebook 24/7, dude.
Oh, she gets her sources from Facebook.
She's either on Facebook or Candy Crush.
Fake news.
No, I read it. I read it on.
She read an article.
Sure, an article.
And it was
Okay.
saying that
But
they
it was
found
true.
Okay.
The kids underground.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And
Alive,
it-
hopefully.
No.
Oh, she's shaking her head. No. Ouch.
And it wasn't just only one place either. It wasn't it
Multiple
like,
Chuck E.
multiple?
Cheese's,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Chicago.
But you know what trip out and is that like a long time ago, like even in the mid '90s, is that when they started stamping your hands to make sure that you walk out with the proper people. How do you walk out? Well, you technically don't have to walk out with anybody
No, because they would.
because when
wait-
you're walking with somebody, they have to make sure all your stamps match. But if you're walking by yourself, then
they would make sure you were walking with an adult.
Yeah, you have to be an adult.
You
to
would
no,
have
walk
to
the
by
kid,
yourself.
the kids, yes, but not the adults. The adults don't need another adult
No,
to
no,
walk
no,
out
no,
with.
no.
So what you're saying is these people left their kids. That's what I'm thinking. These people left their kids behind.
They could have been left, or either they were. Just,
Or by
you
the
know.
time it was time to walk out, they couldn't find them.
Think
Right.
about it. Chuck E. Cheese is packed.
Yeah.
So
I remember playing that ball pit till I was like 13. I didn't care. Anyways, dude, we're getting off topic here. Okay, so at 18 you're moving out.
yes, I'm moving out. Okay.
You guys talking
I'm
about
moving,
you
I'm
was at
moving
Chuck E.
out
Cheese.
after 18. I'm getting a job. That's it. That's my goal. That's all I'm doing.
I think his question was more of like, what is your dream job, not what you want to do for now.
There's no dream job. I don't have a dream job. There's no, I want this certain job at a certain time of, age. I just want a job. That's it. Whatever gives me money, I will do. I work. That's it. That's pretty much it. I don't need a dream job to.
I mean,
go on,
I get what he's saying. I started off. I mean, my first job was working at Target, and then that got me manager at Home Depot, and then then it became a manager over here, and then blah blah blah, and then I started working for this company that I've now made a career. So I get what you're saying.
There's no there's.
I didn't know that I
Yeah.
was gonna get, paid to talk to my customers
See?
and sell them beer. I mean, I don't drink beer, but it's a lot easier to say, hey, you're getting this, you're getting that. I'm sending you this. This how many Modelo's you sold. Oh, I better not say Modelo. Oh, I said it again. Anyways, you know what I mean, guys.
That's how it was with me.
Yeah.
My first technical job was with you selling newspaper.
That's right. Remember?
And then
that was
af-
amazing.
And then after high school, my first real job was inside the Chinese place at a certain
Okay,
place.
let me get to that. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me get to that.
I understand. I know what he means by
Yeah.
that too, because I went from there to that.
So back in
We're
my
better at selling newspapers than you guys. Us two. We
whatever.
make
No,
a
no,
better
no, no,
deal
no, no,
than
no, 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 no.
No, you guys delivered. We sold
No,
it.
we sold it.
Ah,
Hold on.
for
Hold on.
$1.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to this. So let me give a little history here, guys. No interruptions, please. What Wedo is saying is that back in the day when I was homeless and I didn't have a job and I didn't know how to make a living, I bumped into this guy who recruited people to stand on street corners to sell newspapers, the Sunday paper. So he would call us his hawkers. So we would go and stand at a corner for who knows how many hours to sell newspapers to driving cars. Kind of like the people you see selling oranges and like flowers and stuff like that.
And stuff.
But on Sundays, it was the newspaper. It wasn't a newspaper route. It was it was a hawking job. That's what he calls it, like a hawk. And at one point, I did so well on that corner. It was just one corner. So he's like, dude, you need more recruits because you have this nice intersection where cars are having to make U-turns and stuff like that. I'm like, well, let me see which hooligan brother wants to come and work. And Wedo came out and I would pick him up on Sundays, go over
How
there.
old was he at the time?
About maybe your age. He was about, yeah, right? Maybe you're
16.
16, 18?
I'm 18 now, so
Yeah, so we would go do that. And then at one point we got walkie-talkies. So we're like back and forth. Hey, what's up? I sold 3, I sold 4, I sold 5. I'm like, dude, I'm sold out. What's up? No, I'm playing.
My best day was, I think I sold 160 within like 2 hours. from that
Yeah, dude, that street corner was
day. Dude, man,
dude.
like, I would get coffee. I would get bagels
Yeah,
in the morning.
yes. People, then they became our regular customers. They would bring us donuts. They would bring us coffee and chocolate. I think one day I had Layla with me, so they brought her a little chocolate. Layla would come with me, and she'll have like her own little the beach chair, and all by herself, just chilling right there, watching her dad run back and forth. So they would bring her like hot chocolate and donuts. But those were the days, man.
What's funny is like we would bust it. We'd run, we'd do whatever
Yeah.
we did. I drive by there on Sundays and they're sitting down in a
It's-
chair doing nothing.
It's the corner on Channel Islands and Victoria.
Yeah.
So there's that bank in the corner. Hey, you don't say names, lady.
Lawsuit.
God, no, another lawsuit from Bank of America. Oh shit! Now I said it. No, that street corner on Victoria and Channel Islands. It's about what is it? 4 lanes.
on my
Four
side.
lanes on all sides.
Is it?
I believe it's 4 lanes on
Yeah,
all sides.
No, I think
2 and 2 because I would run, but the turn lanes also. The turn lanes. So we're saying three lanes because the turn lanes also. And there's people making the left turn, and they're the ones waving their dollar out the window. So we would run, and we have to hurry and book it before the light turns green. And we did that for a
Good
little
while.
over a year.
a good while.
Yeah, we did that for a while, and then I got a real job, and
I get left behind.
Yeah. How much
But like
you guys
now,
making?
well, it's funny because now like I drive by and they're just in there. They're not doing
But see-
anything to try
No,
to.
they
But see, that's
don't.
that's
And like it's 2:00 and they still got a stack of like 30. Because I still remember every bundle is 10.
yeah.
And sometimes I'll count the bundles and they got like 30, 40 bundles left, and it's like 2:00. And
It
they're just in
was.
there.
It was. I think the last time we went to Oxnard. Oh, City of Oxnard's assuming now. The last time we went to Oxnard. Okay, the jokes are getting old. The last time we went to Oxnard, we were out there for a weekend, and we were there on a Sunday still, and we were driving through. I think I by accident drove by that intersection, and yeah, they were just chilling in their chair, and people were like. It wasn't the same kind of like, and I feel bad, and I still feel bad because I know what it's like doing that.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
I'm like, here you go, bud, and I just no, I don't need your paper. And he's like, okay. One guy told me, well, I used to do this I did this for a living for about a year. Oh, that's cool. I'm like, when they first started.
yeah. But you gotta remember now it's like 2020. Who's gonna buy a newspaper now?
You'd be
Dude,
surprised.
you'd be
Yeah,
surprised.
I mean, you hardly see them on the corner
Especially
anymore.
the
though.
Sunday one. The Sunday one, there's coupons, there's
Yeah.
deals, there's bundles, there's everything.
Maybe-
that's
maybe
The
Yeah,
Sunday,
but-
the Sunday paper.
Yeah, but
gets-
now think about it. There's internet. People buy it from internet
Dude,
stuff. But like
people
newspaper-
can buy beer on a website from us, and they still don't go on the website.
Remember, we used to deliver for 2 years.
Yeah, but that was people. You know,
And I think
It's
that's
good.
how I
that
got.
was
And I think that's how I got into it because we were selling my baby's mama and I were actually had a newspaper route. And then when we would go to the warehouse, I believe the guy was there, and that's how we got introduced to him. And though even those paper routes, people, if you give them good service, they take care of you. Like I think I got like $1,000 for Christmas from
Oh,
just
yeah.
everyone's tips.
We did too.
So you guys did also?
Yeah.
So
No, what
it
I was
was-
going to say was that most people who actually get newspapers nowadays, they all get it like delivered to their house.
Yeah.
So you don't really see
Yeah.
that many people on the corners anymore. Sundays, I get what you guys mean, but that's mainly on like holidays.
Because Sunday papers are more expensive.
yeah.
Remember on Sundays we would get people that wanted 10 newspapers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see that's just like people wanted those delivered at their house.
Yeah,
they didn't
to
want
their
it
house.
to go pick it up
Yeah.
and be like, oh, we want to
So
get.
why
like
don't you just
10
get your license and become a paper boy?
I don't,
Hey,
Dude.
paper boy.
Nice.
No,
You know
he's
what,
old
really?
school. He can use a bike.
There you
That's
go.
Too
dude,
easy.
you know how early that would be?
No, there is no
No.
life because you got
There's
to
no-
you
there's
have
no-
to do that 24/7.
Yeah,
There
there's
is
no day
off.
offs. There's no day
Guys,
offs
you
or
see a
anything like
story
that.
of how me and him would run the newspaper? For
Well,
how
we
long
should
did?
probably introduce you first.
Well,
we haven't got to
we
you yet.
haven't got
Yeah,
to
can
you
we-
yet. You're
Cool.
the
No,
baby.
I'm saying,
We
can-
just like babies
can
of the family.
Can she explain it?
If she wants to, yeah.
All right, here, go ahead.
Hold on. Okay, explain the paper route.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of surprised you put those two together, since he's a Raiders fan and she's a Cowboy fan. You figured you would.
I don't even know why. You know what? Look.
You
Look. Look, the only reason why he's welcome here because for some reason we're all Cowboy fans. Well, okay, Green Bay Packers, but
They still suck.
better than you guys.
okay, look, I told you guys in the beginning we were going to stick to 2 topics, and we're all over the place now. You are only welcome here by default. Your blood. Your blood. That's it by default. Other than that, like I tell my sister-in-laws, you're my favorite. Well, why? I'm not gonna explain to her why she's the favorite. Why you're the favorite? Why? By default. That's it. Nick lives here by default. He goes, what does that mean? Because you're my son. So, Julian, mijo, you live here by default. Why? Because you're my son. And the wife, well, because we're married. You live here by default. And I'll tell my suegra, you're my favorite suegra. You're my favorite suegra. Why? But you're my favorite suegra by default. And they're like, well, how many suegras do you have? Well, just one. Okay. Explain to us what he means by the paper route, or what it is that he wants you to tell us.
Well, how we used to run the paper.
Okay, well, we delivered the newspaper for 2 years, 7 days a week. We could not miss a day because if we missed a day, we lost our route. And we had one of the worst routes that nobody wanted to do. And so we delivered to the mayor. We also delivered to the firefighters. We also delivered to the detectives.
So if I'm correct, to cut you off, if I'm correct, I believe you told me just this the other day, there were just those 3 agencies were kind of picky, if I'm correct.
We had to, with them, we had to wait until they opened at 8 o'clock in the morning. We had to save their weekend papers and deliver them all on Monday. Because Friday, the city has one Friday that it's closed and one Friday it's open.
So you would hold on to this paper for like a week?
Yes.
Wow.
And they would still want it.
Well, there you go to people not wanting newspapers nowadays. These people want to read week-old papers. So your theory is out the door, my friend.
I had a little Toyota car, and on Sundays we had to do 2 trips because of newspapers were not fit in my car. The boys will run down F Street, one on each side, with no shoes,
Damn.
delivering newspapers because everybody.
In the snow too? In the snow?
No
Yes.
snow.
No. Okay, she said no
Just
snow.
just in the rain.
She said no snow.
I wish there was snow here.
Yeah.
So they would.
And how old were they?
It was what? I was like around 16. You were around what?
Yeah, there were
15?
like 6,
Nah, you were probably like 15. I was like 14.
14 and 15
Somewhere around
and 16.
Okay, whatever, dude. You're talking me out
And
for.
they would.
Remember, I was 12 changing these guys' diapers. Okay, back off.
We would deliver every day, Christmas, New Year's, no holidays, no days off. 2 o'clock in the morning, you would see these little kids running down the street delivering newspapers because we had to porch them.
Oh,
So-
the picky customers. I
We
don't-
had
I
we
hate
had
them
picky customers, but when it was time to tip, they forgot about us.
Oh. Okay, now this is gonna get dark. Move the microphone over to Junior back. Just move it.
So,
So
Oh no, she's still going.
they would
Oh, that's it.
they would go to school afterwards, and we were homeless at the time, sleeping in the van. From there, we would go
Oh,
to the bus station to wash up, get ready for them to go to school, and I would volunteer after that. So we did this for 2 years, no days off, and you do not have a life doing this kind of job.
No,
you
you
cannot go anywhere, you can't go out of town, you can't have vacation time, because you got to do it every day.
damn. I see why you wouldn't want to be a paper boy.
and not, when we used to do it and we had a vehicle, yeah, it's more easier.
Yeah.
But when it was Sundays, we would have the thick papers.
No, Sunday papers are real thick. Yeah.
But the thing was, our car was so small, this car would get filled up all the way to the top. We would be stuffed inside the newspapers. We would literally be stuffed inside the
sitting on top.
to the point where one time our other brother, Adrian, he went with us. He would go with us sometimes.
Again, like I said, there are 12 of us.
Yeah. So he would, one time we got pulled over because the cops thought he was dead. Because he was covered in newspapers, and when we're almost halfway done with our route,
Yeah.
we had the newspaper were covering half of his body. So the cops pulled us over, and they were like, "Is he awake?" And we had to wake him up because they thought he was actually dead. Yeah.
Okay, so I've heard some of these. I
Yeah.
haven't heard this one. This
Now-
is pretty funny.
That is funny.
And one day we were able to use our older brother's car, Alejandro, and he has a little roof on top, a little window on top.
Yeah, the sunroof.
Yeah, and you know what I did? I took advantage of that. I sat there on that
On the
sunroof. I was launching them left and right. Just give it to me. I was launching them one side, the other side, like nothing.
Now,
That was fun.
before I wanted to be, another thing I wanted to add too. We did not only have one route either. There were like
Multiple
three,
routes. Yeah.
three.
So you guys
three
had
to four
3 routes.
So it's
routes.
either it was part of Colonia. What is it?
F Street.
F Street, Seabridge, or whatever it's
We had
called.
4.
Oh, speaking of La Colonia, we'll get into that right now. I'm going to
Yeah,
get you back on
but
the
we
microphone.
had 3 routes, and
Okay.
No,
we
we
all
had 4.
We had 4, but 3 of them we were cut in half. One had one route, we
Yeah.
had another route, and the last one we were cut in half because it was in Wainimi, and it was in that little Wainimi spot where we used to live by the base.
Okay.
And it was that spot, but we'd always had to cut them because how long they were.
Got chased with by the raccoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
You got chased by a raccoon?
Bro, I seen a raccoon with a bell on it one time. It tripped
the
me out.
bell?
With the bell. He had a little bell on him. That shit tripped me out so
so
much.
someone's pet, huh?
but yeah,
Okay.
this was early in the morning.
Yeah.
This was and our family's been through a lot.
Oh yeah.
We always been through a lot,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you guys have struggled. We have struggled, and that's
And I know around the time you guys were homeless, that's when kind
Yeah.
of like us older guys said, "F it, we're gone.
Yeah.
We can't do this anymore." I already had my kids or whatever, and I had my baby mama issues, so I kind of that's what I'm saying. I wasn't really there as an older brother for you as much.
Yeah.
Speaking to the youngest, because I was kind of like already in and out of the house. I mean, it's kind of with you too. I mean, I do remember when you were a baby, we used to have our dog, rest in peace, Evie. That was a beautiful dog, man. She was cool.
How dare you? She bit
Dude.
Angel on the cheeks.
Dude, this dog would attack on command, and the moment you would tell her to stop, she would stop.
Nah, our dogs are better now. They're
Whatever,
sensitive.
dude.
They're
Anyways,
sensitive.
well, he's
Coco,
laughing,
she's
but
sensitive.
Evie used to protect you from anybody that would come up to you. She would lay on your lap and protect you. Stop it! Stop it!
You haven't met Lucy. That's why he's laughing.
Yeah.
No, Evie would hump people. She would hump my leg.
Oh my God. Guys, it's a podcast.
You want
man.
the
It's a
truth?
podcast.
You wanted
We
the
give
truth.
you the
This
handle the
is
truth.
why-
I can't handle the truth.
This is why I'm laughing about that dog.
Yeah,
because
I see
dog,
that. Oh
God,
my God.
I used to love
Guys, we're 35 minutes in and Junior hasn't even spoken.
Bro, we're on the newspaper still. Now you should start talking about a dog over here.
Anyway, you're right. I did go off
Was he
topic.
around for Evie? He wasn't around
No,
for Evie.
I don't even know
no,
who it is.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
he was.
yes, but he was
I was probably too small.
infant. He was like
It was
1 year old when
it
she
was
died.
right there where
Adorable
we used to
dog,
live
dude.
upstairs.
These
Yeah.
fools found her on the street.
Yeah.
Took care of her for months. The guy came looking for her one day. These fools are like, you're either gonna pay us for the
For
stuff-
taking care of her?
taking care of her, or we're gonna keep her. The guy's like, all right, whatever.
Yes,
Just took off.
yes, listeners. I was ghetto back in the day. I was ghetto.
But she was the
You,
most
you
gorgeous
were messed
dog
up
ever.
back in the day.
I
I remember
was.
what we used to do is we used to have puppies, right?
We're not roasting
No,
each other
no,
yet.
No, listen. We used to have dogs, right? And we would have puppies. You would sell the puppies. I had to hide the puppies on my bed so that
Damn.
way you wouldn't sell them.
Damn.
It was so messed
He would
up.
do that.
I was like, nah,
It's a good
you
thing
ain't
you don't had
selling
him on
this
his
one.
bed, or else he would have killed him like a
Yeah,
chicken.
I was over there picking which ones I wanted, and I was saving
Or
them.
what he kill?
Oh my God.
I
We don't-
squished the chicken.
I am not going to speak what I
Over
had
there
done.
selling
I
the
didn't
babies.
sell no
You were
dogs.
selling the babies for like $50. It wasn't
Hey,
even right.
Money's money. We're broke.
We should probably get back to the
Okay.
Junior.
Yeah, we're all
This is
over the
getting
place.
too dark.
Where-
This is getting
where-
way too dark.
Weddle slept on a baby chick.
I did. It
You
was
slept on
my-
a baby chick?
Yeah,
And I
we used to
stepped
live
on a
by,
baby.
Where the park's at now, where we used to,
Where
where
they made that park on Cypress.
Rafa used to live.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah,
had baby
yeah.
chickens.
He
And I
slept on
squished
a
them.
baby puppy. It's because the mom decided to have kids right under Chris. So while he was sleeping, he laid on it and he killed one of the puppies.
Rest in peace, puppy.
Killed the cat.
Rest in peace. I didn't kill a cat. I did kill a cat. I did kill a cat.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
All right,
did.
before we start pointing any fingers, I say we get back to
did.
Junior.
Okay, guys, come on. We're not... Okay. Junior?
Yeah.
What's up with you, bud, man? What's going on with you? What is it that you... How old are you? What are you trying to do in life?
My name is 17 and I...
17.
Oh, shit.
Come on, you got Call of Duty skill, but no speaking skill.
Hold on. I got distracted.
Your name is 17?
My name is 17, yeah.
Your name is
17.
1738.
17JR, either way you want to put it, 17.
Your name is Junior.
I'm confused.
I
I'm
know.
confused, too.
Is this my brother?
If I'm correct, your birth certificate says
Juan
It's
Juan Carlos, so you're
Carlos.
Junior.
Yeah, Junior.
17.
not
What's-
17.
No.
17
yeah.
something from like, if you were like a character from the Stranger Things.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, 17.
Okay, you're okay, 17. What is
No,
it? I
my-
hear that. I'm gonna just cut you off, dude. I'm just gonna speak for you. I hear you're doing good in school.
Yes, I am doing fantastic in
No,
school.
he's not.
I hear
Yes,
you-
I am.
that's
I
not what-
had like a 3.8 GPA.
That's good.
Yeah.
Man,
And I hear you're into sports.
Yes, I was playing 2 sports before I got cut off because of coronavirus. I was playing.
My friend, look behind you. What does it say behind you?
I can't see.
Look behind you. It says Corona. We don't say Corona in
A
this
lawsuit.
house.
But that's what it's called.
No.
Then why do you have a box
No,
in here?
we don't call it the coronavirus. Thank
Then,
you.
then why do you have a box in here?
We call it the COVID-19.
The COVID-19.
Thank you.
It sounds retarded.
don't
That was
insult
the,
me.
That was the
by
first
saying-
thing when it came out.
Yeah.
It was COVID-19 when it
It's
came out.
Oh, okay.
COVID-19.
No. When it first came
No.
out, it was called the coronavirus, and then they labeled it
Guys.
the COVID.
But they
Oh,
put it
okay,
short,
I get
though.
it
We
now.
don't-
All right, all right.
okay.
They
I get
they
it
put
now.
the word
Alright.
and they like.
All right, now I know. Now I know.
We
All right.
don't like to call it the coronavirus in this house because Corona pays our bills. Go
All
ahead.
right, I get it. All right.
You got
So when the coronavirus started,
When COVID started, just say when COVID started.
dick, dude. Okay, when Corona started, you got kicked out of school.
yeah, when Corona started, I was playing two sports. I was playing tennis
Okay,
and I was playing football.
that's
I would
good.
play tennis or I would play football in the morning. I would wake up at 6 in the morning and go and work out and play do routes for football, and then I would go to school right afterwards, and then right after school I'd play tennis.
Well, when you told me that a while back, I was actually proud of you.
Yeah.
And continue doing it, because if you do, you will be the only one of all of us that's going to graduate through high school. When I heard you're doing good in school and sports and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I always wanted to play high school football. I never did.
Right.
And because my attendance was horrible. Keep doing it, man. Okay, so after high school, what do you plan on doing?
After high school, I still don't have a goal. I just know I want to graduate first, get that out of the way,
Yeah.
and then figure out what I'm gonna do.
So we have these two hooligans over here that had nothing like you.
Nah,
See, this educated guy over here talking about he's thinking about finishing school.
I did ROTC.
You did do ROTC.
military.
You
Little
did.
Marine
And I
over
play video games.
No, it was Navy.
Did I actually tell you guys that I think that's when over here hated me most, because I almost did go to the army. I
You get the haircut for it.
right. I had this recruiter come to the house, and because I was in college, I didn't graduate high school, but I did go attend college. And this guy's like, well, you don't have your diploma, but because you're going to college, we can still bring you on. So just take these two tests, and we'll see what's up and bring you along. I just wanted to get the hell out of the house. And it's funny, I'm okay with math, and I suck at English, but I passed the English test and I failed math. It wasn't meant.
How'd you suck English if that's your first language?
When it comes to pronunciation, see, I can't even say pronunciation right.
Loser.
Whatever.
Pronunciation.
You know what I mean?
No,
like,
but that
like
test-
grammar and everything. Like
the two tests they make you take can be kind of hard.
yeah.
I think you probably messed up a bunch on the they are's, the wers,
Probably.
we are's.
Yeah, 'cause I still catch myself
the
on stuff
little
like that.
apostrophes and all of that.
It's funny that I say I didn't want history to repeat itself. And how many times did she ask us about certain words? Hey, what does this word say? Or she can't read
Yeah.
a certain word because she can't pronounce it. I'm like that now, dude. I'm the same way. So the kids are the ones that, hey, this word looks wrong. Dad, you spelled it right, but it looks wrong. Beef looks wrong. They're like, no, that's how you spell beef.
I do that a lot. Where I'm like,
Right.
this word looks completely wrong, and then I look it up, and
And
it's
it's right,
It's
yeah.
right. It just looks weird.
I'll even Google it. Hey, whatever the word is.
Yeah.
It comes up.
Lately, it's been doing that. I don't know why, but I've been doing that too.
Okay, so
Been finding words.
you just want to finish high school at the moment, and
Yeah.
then nothing. What about football? You don't want to stick to football, or you're too small of a Mexican? You're kind of small.
no,
I
he's
haven't-
surprisingly tall.
Yeah.
No, he's tall, but he's kind of small to be
I
a
don't think he's
football
gonna
player.
stick with football. I think he's gonna stick with tennis. To be honest.
Tennis is a girl sport. Oh, oops, oops. I did
that's
that
why you can't keep up though,
No,
right?
that's fine.
That's why you
Dude,
can't keep up?
you came over a few weeks ago and I whooped you in basketball.
You can't keep
twice. I whooped you in
That's basketball.
Can't
That's
keep up?
different.
No. He said it's a girl sport, so that means you should be good at it, right?
Oh,
Right? Yeah.
Just like a skill in
Yeah,
Call
hey,
of Duty.
you know what's funny though? Hey, you know the
Getting
one thing I
carried.
remember when we used to go to the park every time we would play tennis, which we hardly ever did.
Oh,
Your number
that's right,
number
we did,
one
that's
quote. This was your number one quote. It's not a baseball bat. You would always tell us that me and Chris are out here. We're out here hitting home runs every time.
The way he said it, I can picture you singing just like that.
I did
He
because
was.
these guys we're playing tennis. I actually have the box still somewhere. It has baseball gloves. It has baseball bats. It's got tennis. It's got all these sports stuff for the kids to play with. So we would invite these guys to come over and play sports with us, and so we're playing tennis, and these guys are holding onto the rackets like if they're baseball bats, freaking hitting home runs out of the fence. I'm like, dude, they're not baseball bats. So yeah, no,
That brought me back one of the memories that I don't speak about.
what memory?
And baseball. You don't remember?
Remember baseball at the
There was two things that happened in baseball. One thing that happened with him, and one thing that you did.
What
I
did I-
remember them both.
I wanna
You tell
hear
him
this.
yours. You tell him yours first.
Remember the one that the bat hit your kid.
This guy, he threw the bat.
You
He threw the
did.
I
bat.
let go
He
of
hit
it. They
JoJo.
hit your kid.
Yeah, you did him. And I wonder he hates you secretly.
Hey,
I
but
don't want to play Fortnite with them. Now I know why.
no, dude,
He
I
remembers.
got on yesterday.
I know. He told me.
And he was like, "Is that Chris?" I go. Nikki's like, "Yeah." I was like, Jojo goes, "Can I join?" And I was like, "Okay." And Jojo just hops on real quickly
Oh, yeah.
with us. I was like, "All right."
Yeah, they like playing Fortnite. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You
I
freaking-
did-
You
I did
released
hit
the
JoJo.
bat and
You,
you, freaking
Yeah.
hit
you
the
know what
kid.
you did?
What did I do?
You were trying too hard one time. We were at the park right there by Centerpoint, and
Okay.
you hit Adrian, and the private part really hard with the ball.
That's right.
Like it swung, and you hit it straight right
he
down.
was
the-
pitching, right?
Yeah.
he was pitching.
That was bad too.
Oops. No, why? So there is my answer. I asked you guys, why doesn't he like coming over? He hates me. He hates me. Okay, whatever, kid.
He doesn't hate you. He's just very antisocial.
Yeah, well,
Still
aren't we
think
all?
he hates you.
Yeah.
Aren't we all? Damn, shit, flashbacks with these guys. And I don't know, man.
And
It's
me and
just-
Chris would beat you in basketball. We'd double team you.
I still beat him to
Yeah,
this day.
that's funny.
I was tired.
Oh yeah, sure.
I was
Excuses.
tired. I'm half your age.
That's
Were you
Sure,
tired
mine-
when you get carried in Call of Duty?
You told him that he's the only Raider fan in the house, too?
Yeah, I did say he's the only Raider fan in the house. Nobody likes you.
That's what's funny. This who talks a big game, but when he can't back it up for crap.
That is true.
I remember that day
That
we played college football on PS3.
Yeah.
He got it and he beat me. He beat me
Oh,
so badly, and he was
my
talking
God.
so.
Put it
He
together
likes
right
to
now.
brag. He loves to brag, and so I'm like, no, give me like a day with the controller so I can learn it because it was different than Madden. I'm like, give me a day and I'll beat you.
Dude.
Like 30 minutes later, I come up to his room because at the time he was living upstairs. I came back, destroyed him.
Dude, this. So a little history. We're all have always been competitive when it comes to video games, including our mother here. We play Dr.
Tetris.
Mario with Dr. Mario, and every time we did that special like attack, like the special
The Tetris.
when no Dr. Mario.
Oh,
when
Dr.
you
Mario.
would get the two pills
Oh,
to
yeah. Mm-hmm.
delete two rows at once, it would throw her like an extra pill and kind of screw up her game. She would get so pissed off when
It's
we
like
did
Monopoly.
that. And
Skippy gets mad because he says I cheat on bowling.
She does cheat on
so
bowling.
recently-
On bowling? On the Wii?
So she's been wanting a Wii. So
Yeah.
they got her a Wii.
yeah.
She's been playing bowling. None of these guys can beat her.
I
And this
just-
guy gets
It
mad.
sounds like he says she's cheating.
Can-
She
can I
has
say?
this little
Can I-
routine, bro. She
Yeah,
sits
exactly.
down
She-
and she swings like this.
Dude,
But
she
dude,
she's punching
she
at
strikes every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she is punching someone when
Okay.
she plays.
I want to physically see that today. We have a Wii. We have the game. We're gonna score this shit today.
All right, we got that.
Wait,
Let's see.
Families are gonna be destroyed today.
I am
I got Mario
exhausted.
Party if you want to really destroy your family.
That one is
Anyways,
You should see this guy. So in the new Mario Party, there's a sub mini game. Like there's always been mini games.
Yeah.
You can play baseball in the Mario Party game.
Okay.
Like it's a side game. It's a 2v2. Before I started working for the other company, every Sunday or Saturday I would have like Tony and one of my other friends come over and we play Mario
is
Party.
Tony gonna sue me?
No.
Okay.
That's
Tony,
his true.
Tony, I've known Tony since a kid.
Okay.
he's a big.
We would play Mario Party. Nobody would hate each other. At the moment these guys would play baseball on a sub game in Mario Party, not even the actual game.
Yeah.
These fools are yelling and screaming at each other. It is the most amazing thing to watch when these fools play baseball in Mario Party.
It is like I said back again. We've always been competitive when it came to games. I remember Alejandro. So we were playing Madden. I think it was like Madden 14. That's how old. PlayStation 2. So we're playing Madden 14, and you know when you're fourth down. Wedo's already laughing because he knows what's up. He's already laughing because he knows what's up. So we're playing Madden, and we don't punt. We don't field goal at the fourth. We just keep going, and we just play. Like, back then, the game wasn't as one button, click this button, do this button, and then it does a special move, or it does run or funny, whatever, or other huge technology these games have. So Alejandro and I are playing, and no field goals, just go for it. Fourth down, no punts, just go for it. The game is tied. 3 seconds to go. What do? I go for a field goal, and I win by three. He is so pissed. like Wedo said, we lived upstairs. He was so pissed. He took off, slammed the front door, went downstairs, and you can hear him from my bedroom window bitching and complaining and yelling that I cheated. Wedo's laughing so hard because he's the one that got to hear it.
That's what he does when we play bowling. He's
Yeah.
like, you're a cheater.
Do you want to tell him?
Yeah, this guy is so look at his face. He's laughing so hard.
Do you want to tell
He's
him,
the one that heard what Alejandro was saying.
That was so.
Do you want to tell him how I would go to your house and play Alejandro and you? Mortal Kombat?
Oh my god, dude, we don't want to start on that. So every now and then, when we used to live at the apartment,
Yeah.
oh, but dude, that punting thing, oh my god, that's amazing.
That's a
The
cheat.
field goal.
It is the cheapest thing ever. That's how I play with him, and every time I do that, he gets so mad.
Flashbacks. It
Dude,
reminds him.
it's funny. I love that.
It's a flashback.
Because I gotta hear that for the rest of the night. I gotta hear all that. You never did this. You never did
Yeah.
that. And all of a sudden, now that we're tied,
A win's a win.
yeah. He's like, now that we're tied, now he wants a punt to get a win or the field goal to win the game like a fucking cheater. I'm like, dude, it's in the game. And he yelled at me for an hour.
Yeah, he was so pissed off at me.
No, but dude, oh my god. So Alejandro is like, we all have a special game, that type of genre game where we're all good at.
Yeah.
Alejandro, for some reason, sticks to fighting games. He can pick up a fighting game, learn it, and just be
Master.
unbeatable.
I remember he was like all in
Yeah.
UFC and stuff.
Yeah, so I bought Mortal Kombat. Me and Alejandro would play it. We'd play. The thing about me and him when fighting games, we'd go 1-1. He'd win one game, I'd win a game. We'd try to tie it. He would win a big. Nah, hell no, we'll do one more. So we'd do that for like 2 hours, 3 hours, like 1 o'clock in the morning. So every now and then, this would stay the night.
Yeah.
And I bought the newest Mortal Kombat. And this guy would rage so badly because Sandro's just messing with him, doing the same moves, the most repetitive moves over,
Yeah.
easily blockable. But this guy is so mad and screaming that he's falling for the same tricks over and over again. So for like 2 hours, Alejandro's dying, laughing, beat like he can't see the screen because he's just laughing, still beating his ass while this was screaming and raging as loudly as possible. It is the
This
most
guy.
like. There's one character, his name is Aaron Black. He's got a gun. He uses like a Winchester. He's a cowboy. But one of his attacks is he does a dive drop kick where he dives forward and he kicks you with both feet.
Yeah.
It's really hard to block. This fool would spam that attack like 4 or 5 times, hit this fool 4 or 5 times. This fool would never be able to block it. So like, dude, that kind of raging, it's amazing to watch.
Yeah.
But when it happens to you, you don't like it. But when you watch somebody
When you watch somebody
else do it, oh, it's amazing. But when
Just-
it happens to you, it's bad.
Just saying. I'm just saying. Everyone cheats in this family, so I'm just letting y'all know.
Oh, you should.
That's a cheater. This
Yeah.
one cheats. You cheat.
He's just mad at Alejandro because what Alejandro did to him.
What'd he do?
Oh, there goes the mic.
Okay.
There goes the mic.
So one day, Skippy got mad because Alejandro, his older brother, we had not seen them in a while. And Alejandro, Skippy, and Junior ran up to him and tried to give him a hug.
Is this with Larry?
And he was with Larry, and he tried, the boys had not seen him in a while, and they tried to hug him. And Alejandro said, "Oh, I don't want no hugs." They ran to the corner and started crying, both of them, because Alejandro said, "I want no hugs." And Larry's like, "Alejandro, you're so mean. Why do you do that? Why do you do that?" So that's why Skippy doesn't like Alejandro, because he didn't want to give him a hug. Because
Damn.
Alejandro's not a hugger.
To be fair, this was back when they were a lot younger. They were like maybe 12, 13.
Yeah.
They were like nuisance. They would not listen. They would attack you, tell them to stop, and they would still come at you. So that same day or the day after, they went and bought groceries. Larry had 2 cartons of milk in his hands, 2-gallon milks. This guy thought it'd be a good idea to run at Larry. So Larry's like, you know what the hell? I'm gonna punch this fool right in the face with a milk carton. So he
you
ran.
serious?
He ran at Larry, and Larry just put his hand out for it, and this fool ran into the milk carton, indented the milk carton.
Speaking of Larry, now that we're, I guess we're all over the place now. It doesn't matter. I guess it's my podcast. I'm paying for it. Were you there for the cinnamon challenge?
Yes, remember you made me lose it.
Oh,
You
my
made me
goodness.
lose it. But
All right, to my listeners, again, this is how young and stupid I am. This is when challenges
the video.
first started, like when the Andy's coming or the Andy's coming challenge or the this challenge or the that challenge, the original, the OG, the cinnamon challenge. So Alex and his friend Larry come over to the house and they have a brand new thing of cinnamon. And well, because we were all living together. We were all living
I
together.
was gonna, because they told
You, Alex, and I were all living together,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys show up with the cinnamon, and we're going to do the cinnamon challenge. And I think Alex went first.
Well,
Alex went first, and he started choking right instantly, right?
No, that was Larry.
That was Larry. No, Larry threw up.
Well, he immediately put it in his mouth and just spit it all out.
Yeah,
but the
within a
backstory,
second.
the backstory behind that was, I'm a fan of Chuck Norris. Larry's a fan of Bruce Lee. So the whole thing was, the reason why they brought it was because if I were to win that challenge, Larry was gonna admit to my face that Chuck Norris is better than Bruce Lee.
Oh my god!
But at that day, at that
Again,
time,
listeners, young and stupid.
at that time when I was dating the girl, she did softball, so I was helping their softball team practice and stuff. So you guys were waiting for me to get home, but you
Yeah.
guys got antsy. So the three of you did
Started doing it.
waiting for me to get back. I think you ended up with a very horrible migraine the next day.
Oh, dude! All I know is that I think you still see it in the video. Nick is like, I want to say 3 years
yeah,
old.
you were able to hold him on your shoulder.
No. I think I see him in the video, and you can still see him in the video, and he's looking at us like confused, like, what are these idiots doing? I think that's the day my son's like, this is my dad. Wow. Yeah, that was. Larry ran outside and he started throwing up, and we had. Oh, our roommate. I know she was so annoyed with us that she was like, she got home and there was literally. We tried to clean it, but cinnamon's not that easy to clean. There was cinnamon in the kitchen all over the place. What did you guys do? Oh, we did the cinnamon challenge. I don't think she was very happy with us that day.
I will say, ever since that day, I've had this horrible reflex against cinnamon.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it.
I
though.
cannot smell it. I can't taste it out without wanting to throw up.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's a horrible thing to do.
I know it's bad, but I kind of want to try it.
And
It's not a fun thing to do.
Your mouth instantly dries up.
It dries up your
and
throat,
it
so it's
clogs
hard to
up your
breathe.
throat. You can't breathe.
And then what? Years after, I tried at your house.
This fool tried it.
He did.
I did.
He immediately quit like Larry did.
Oh.
Immediately
Dude,
split up.
it dried my mouth so bad. I
It is
was
bad.
trying to.
Speaking of young and stupid, or whatever you said, so this guy likes to talk a lot of crap, right? He likes to talk, run his mouth.
Oh yeah.
So I try to buy the spiciest things I can to make this fool try it.
I like that.
So, and then this guy doesn't like to show emotion. Like, he's a guy who, like, if he's angry, he will just be mean to you. He won't show it.
No emotion for Junior. And
So-
A
Skippy.
little bitch over here.
Yeah. So I told him, all right, you know what the hell? I'm gonna buy you that chip, that Dorito, the chip that is the world's hottest chip. It comes one chip, and it recommends you just eat half of that chip. So I said, all right, I'm gonna buy it for you, and you're gonna eat it. And he goes, all right, do it, buy it for me. So I bought it, but dude, it comes in a box that's shape of a coffin.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it comes in the shape of a coffin.
And it's only one chip?
It's only one chip. So I said, okay, we didn't have milk, so we had ice cream. So I told them both to do it. I broke it in half because I don't
Yeah.
want to screw them over. They both did it. This fool immediately, like Larry, started throwing up. So started throwing
What a
cream.
wuss.
Started throwing ice cream in his mouth. This guy wasn't like doing like he was, but he was just angry. He
I was
just
talking
mad.
shit. This guy was recording, right? So I was over there. I was doing the little thing, like if he was recording,
Yeah.
I was being a smart ass
He was,
back
making,
to
he was
him.
mocking me because he was so angry. But then this guy's over here, like 20 minutes later, this was dying
I am-
outside. He is throwing up. He cannot breathe. It was amazing. I'm like, this fool talks a lot of smack, but when it comes to doing the talk,
Challenges?
he doesn't. He can't hold his own. It was amazing.
I couldn't, like, for some reason, I couldn't, like, get air in my lungs. My air, like, was gone. I was literally in the bathroom, and I sat down. My air was, like, gone, dude. I could not breathe. I was like, what the, like, you know, what was happening? And I was, like, trying to walk, and I was like, you know, where's the air? The air wasn't there. The air said goodbye.
Again, young and stupid.
So I was outside, and I literally felt like this, like, I was dizzy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, air was gone. And I was like, you know what? It was, you know why? Because mine had more powder than he did. It had
Oh,
more
That's
powder.
an excuse.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
an
more
excuse
powder.
to the powder.
More
That's what we're
powder.
all used to. That's
But,
what we're all
bro,
known for, making excuses.
If it wasn't for me, he would have had to eat that whole chip. I'm the one that stepped in. I said, you know what? I'll take half.
It had
Yeah.
more powder, right? That's what
Dude,
it was.
like
Oh,
it's a dangerous chip. It comes in a little. The chip comes in a baggie by itself.
Yeah.
And then there's still the box on top of it, and it warns you what not to do. Like, don't touch it with your hands. Make sure you wear gloves. Don't touch
Are you serious?
It says don't touch your face if you touch the chip. Like, it gives you all these rules to not do. It's a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah.
Damn.
But what I think what messed me up for real, what messed me up was that ice cream that he brought. It was the,
Man, that ice cream was nasty.
it was disgusting. It was nasty.
What was it?
It was that good stuff. The Ben and Jerry's, I think.
Ben and Jerry's is good.
Nah,
Yeah, but
but
he
the
brought
flavor
like,
that it
like
was.
the weird ones.
What it was
Pistachio?
well, what it was is I didn't take him the 31 flavors. I took him the Dairy Queen.
Oh, here we go with the 31 flavors joke. Oh, here we go. Okay.
So
So,
on the topic of ice cream, I kind of that's the kind of person
yeah,
I am.
You threw that at my face, dude.
So the whole back
joke.
the whole back to the paper thing. Remember how we talked about selling paper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was one day we had a good day. This was
my
like
God.
he's like, hey, I know 31 flavors is closed, but let's go to Baskin Robbins. It's the same place.
31 Flavor. The Baskin Robbins was closing a couple of their
Yeah.
businesses.
He's like, 31 Flavors is closed, but Baskin Robbins is open. And I'm like, dude, it's the same place. Are you serious?
Whatever.
Yo, but yeah, this chip
that was my
hot.
that was my dumb moment.
Yeah, but this
Really
chip
good
was
one.
really, really hot, dude.
Yeah, so this fool was outside at one point, and he just
I thought I was gonna die.
he thought he was gonna die. He was on all fours like a doggy, and he just all the ice cream.
I was chilling, having a good time. It was hot at first, but then you just
Yeah.
get used
I
to it.
don't
But
get
then
it.
I bought wasabi, and that is no joke.
Oh, I had wasabi one day by mistake, and that is no joke.
Angel likes it. The Angel's like him. He likes to talk a
Okay,
lot of
here we
crap.
go. Another brother's name.
Do we just spell out like? Do we give out all our names out now? Just
Let's
just
go.
throw all of
Let's
them.
go. There's Albert. Me
You gotta
Andy.
start
No,
from
let's start
bottom
from the
up.
beginning.
Bottom
No,
up.
bottom up.
Bottom
Yeah,
up.
bottom up. Go with bottom up.
So we have Juan Jr.
Yeah.
Mr. Skippy.
or 17.
Yeah.
Then we have
Skippy.
Skippy. Well, Chris.
Skippy.
Then we Chris. Then we have Adrian.
And then we have me.
Then you have you.
No,
Wedo.
No, we're missing
No,
Alfredo.
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 Then you.
I mean, did we talk about the black sheep though?
Don't call him the black sheep. Anyways, at one point I was the black sheep. Anyways,
You're not as black a sheep as he is.
let's
no.
not go there.
Skip
It's
it.
Let's not go
Let's go
there.
with it.
Okay,
It's
so
not
anyways.
even that. It's that you got over it.
Okay.
He's still there.
So there's Alfredo. Then there's you, Wedo, Rick, and then there's
Pickled Rick.
then there's Angel. Then there's our only sister Vedo, and then Danny. No, Junior. Oh, another Junior. His name is Sam.
Wait, his
Then
name's
there's
Sam?
his name's Sam.
His
Then
name's
there's Danny. Danny was born in '88, and then we have Alejandro in '84, and then me in '82, and then Albert, who's technically the oldest. Alejandro's '86. Sorry, I'm '82, and then Albert technically being the oldest, but he lived. He was born in '80. He lived with grandma the entire life. He didn't even know. Like you guys were shocked
Oh,
that
this was.
you guys were shocked that you guys had cousins or something like that, right? He was
The-
shocked that when I told him I was his brother.
This was in your like beginning of the podcast. You had an episode talking about the oldest.
Yeah.
You had some about
I
Albert.
mentioned something
yeah.
about Albert. Yeah, he's the oldest, but technically he lived with mom with
So how old
grandma.
is Albert?
He's gonna be 40. He's gonna be 40. He's 40. Yeah.
He's old as shit.
Damn, mom, you're old.
Yeah.
He just looked over. You're old.
Anyways,
You're getting there too.
I know I'm catching. I'll be 40 in a
What?
couple. I'll be 40 in 2
How
years.
old are you?
I'll be 40 in 2 years.
He just said the other day, I don't celebrate my birthday
Yeah.
anymore.
He stopped counting at
He's up
21.
counting at 21.
Yeah, now he's not counting anymore. He
Did
doesn't
you-
even know how old
Did
he
you
is.
add to your tattoo?
I made it bigger.
I can see that. I noticed
Yeah, I
that.
made it bigger.
I got one too.
Yeah.
He's got a star on his right cheek.
and wait, aren't you supposed to be on his team?
I know what the hell. Are we,
Yeah.
Calling each
we're the
other.
only non-cowboy fans here.
What do you mean?
Cowgirls.
I roasted this guy.
Oh,
He did
Oh.
roast me already.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess final. Anything to say? Any last words before we hand over the mic to mom?
oh, we're done already.
Dude, we're over an hour already.
She had a story earlier that you said you wanted her to tell you before. It
No,
wasn't-
I know we got all sidetracked. I don't even want to ask her now.
Before
I will.
well,
I will.
let's
I will.
end with like whatever you actually wanted to talk about. Let's try not to get distracted. I get distracted.
We're done. There is no more getting into it. We're done.
Yeah.
Here, this is what the family is about. This is the family
To
episode.
be fair, you did say sibling conversation.
This is a sibling conversation.
This
You're right.
is a sibling conversation that's
When he was in love
Personally-
with
Hey,
Christina Aguilera.
Christina, that was Alejandro.
That's what I'm saying.
That was
There was a
Alejandro.
whole thing against him. You wanted a sibling conversation. To me, a sibling conversation like this is
Yeah.
just us talking, not it being planned or whatever. Like I hate script. Like, yeah, it's a podcast, but I mean, some people actually script these.
Yeah,
You know,
this
to
is
make
just
No, I don't. I
yeah,
don't.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. To make a good one, you just throw
Start
it
talking.
off the rails and just talk to each other.
before I go.
Plus, we're all family. We all have chemistry
Yeah.
together. We all
Before-
hate each other at one point.
Before I go, can you follow my Twitch at Mr. Skippy1? No space.
Mr. Ice Cream on the PlayStation.
Anybody
Exactly.
who promotes their business or their Twitch account, I do charge them by listeners. So if your episode ever gets to 100, you're gonna owe me some cash, my friend.
app. But you have what 63? So
63
that's
for
not a
now.
lot, really.
That's
you know?
63.
But I
I
mean,
mean,
it's a good amount though. For the
for him not having a job, it's a lot of money.
At least he didn't do it like Adrian. Adrian did it on a rock in Malibu. He put his
He put his clan name on.
I think he put his Instagram on there.
Yeah.
Wow, this guy. Are you trying to get rich off of that?
that,
You know, so we're playing with him the other day. We're playing Call of Duty with him, and he's like, "Damn it, Andy, can you keep the language down?" I'm like, "Why? I'm recording." I'm like, "What are you recording?"
Dude,
and then
these
his
guys-
friend's like, "He's trying to get famous on Switch or whatever that thing's called."
Well, I've done that for a while, and I think the most I've hit is 50 followers
Yeah,
on actual Twitch, though?
but the thing is, he stopped because work. He was working, so he couldn't do.
See what
Same
happens
thing.
when you find a job? You grow up.
You see what happens
No,
when you get carried?
no.
It's 'cause-
Have you not seen streamers like Shroud?
Yeah, those
Dr.
guys
Disrespect?
play
Nah, it's 'cause
24/7.
you gotta really commit to it. If you want to
like
do
people
it,
say video games and streaming is for kids, but and they'll never get girlfriends. But
Yeah.
one of the guys that I hate the most, is
He-
Ninja. But look at him, he's got a wife,
No,
he's got
remember
kids.
Remember the guy who left his girlfriend for Call of Duty?
Man, don't even
Oh,
talk about
yeah,
that. He
yeah,
left
the
Annette
newscast.
Garcia, the hottest weather girl.
Remember the guy that
Mexican
abused his
weather girl.
wife? Just go
Oh
on
my
Twitch.
God. Big mistake turning on all four
No,
microphones.
yeah, like if you have a podcast, right, you went all out for it, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing you have
With
to do on
streaming.
Twitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
with streaming. If you really want to stream, you have to fully commit to it, get everything for it, and then your views
But
start
see,
going
I
up.
don't have mostly everything that I
Yeah,
need.
He just has a cheap
Yeah.
little just setup, just
I'm
start
still paying my
recording.
credit card for this stuff, so I'm not buying you
Yeah,
a
so-
Twitch camera or whatever.
I don't want a camera.
I told him
I just,
he's got some pretty big, boobs. He could be a Twitch girl.
Yeah.
He could be a cam girl.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
And
Put
you
on
know
a little
what, too?
cleavage. That's a cam girl right there.
just go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. That's all it is. The bathroom's right there.
Cam girl dog. They make thousands of dollars
Oh My
every week.
God. These guys switch the microphone over to Bob. Come on.
hey,
Now,
you
it's-
just said
there's-
plug. You
there's-
did say something. You said
You
plug
did.
in something. So
Okay.
Hashtag
Um,
Arvalo
Oh,
on
God.
Twitch.
Do you guys want to give out your clan names now? What the hell?
my clan name is F. No.
No. So anyway, the reason why I give you the microphone is because we're that was like 30 minutes ago. Skippy over here mentioned La Colonia, and I've mentioned in the past. I mentioned once in a previous episode where you got your car stolen at gunpoint with Alejandro in the car. Can you tell us what I wasn't at the house. I don't remember. I just remember you telling us and the car being gone. Do you remember that day?
Yeah, what happened was I was at my friend's house. We used to always hang there with her. And Alejandro had fallen asleep in the back seat, so I didn't want to leave
And
him.
then I think, if I'm correct, back then it was only Alejandro and I, right?
Yeah, it was Alejandro and you and...
Oh, the good old days. Oh, the good before you fuckers were born.
And so what happened was Alejandro was asleep, so I didn't want to leave him in the car, and we were all hanging out in front of the yard. So this girl comes and asks me for a ride, and I told her, no, I don't have gas to give you a ride. And she goes, well, please give me a ride. I said, no. So then the guy comes up and points a gun at me and tells me, give me the car. I go, okay, here's the car. Just let me take my son out of the car. I took out Alejandro out of the car, and they took off with the car. They didn't even know how to drive the car. So wherever they left it at, they burned out the clutch.
That's right. She
And-
said clutch. That was her first car learning how to drive
Yeah,
stick.
I learned to drive stick in 5 minutes.
It's easy
I
once
bought
you
a
hang
car
out.
without knowing how to drive stick. That was my first car driving stick, and
Someone stole it.
somebody stole it.
And then you found it like what, 2-3 days later, like
We
on Woolly?
found it on Woolly Road with the clutch all. They messed up the clutch because they didn't know how to drive it.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I wasn't in her shoes. I didn't know. She comes in the house with Alejandro asleep and puts him next to me, and she's like, somebody just stole the car. Like, that's crazy. Now that I wanted to get that out there because, like I said, I mentioned that before, and then this guy brought up La Colonia, and I remember how bad was La Colonia back in the
Well,
days?
back in the days, you couldn't even walk. Once it got dark, you could not walk in La Colonia area. And if you're wearing some other type of teams
Dallas Cowboys
that I don't want to
the
mention,
Dallas Cowboys and the Raiders. If you're wearing those two teams,
you're,
it ain't gonna end nice.
I can't let the boys wear their jerseys in Oxnard because we have two rival gangs, which are Cowboys and Raiders. So we live on the
What are you doing?
south end of Oxnard, so we're in the south side. So the boys cannot wear either Cowboy jersey or Raider jersey, or we'll get stopped by the cops because somebody's wearing the Raiders jersey.
You do look like a hooligan, Junior.
So
Yeah, she told
my
me. She told
son,
me.
we were in the car. The sheriff followed us for 5
Real
or
quick,
6
real-
blocks.
Real quick, notice what she just said. She said, "My
And
son,
My
my
son,
We know who the
Junior.
favorite is."
So
To be
I
fair,
thought
you
I
didn't
was-
change him like you changed me.
I had,
Why do you think she stopped at me? I was the best one.
I had,
I'm the one she always wanted.
I had
All
Junior.
right, shh.
I had Junior in the front seat. I had Angel in the back seat with my little adopted grandson in the back, and after 5 blocks, we got stopped. And they asked, "Oh, is anybody on probation?" And Angel says, "Yes, I'm on probation."
Yeah, put his business out on the podcast.
And then the officer asked him the reason, and he gave him the reason. So then he turns around and looks at Junior, because he's all dressed in Raiders. And he says, "Sir, can I have your ID?" And Junior says, "No, I'm only 16. He says, "Well, you look like you're 21, dude." And he said, "Well, I stopped you because you had a broken light. We got home and there was no broken light." He was after Junior because he was wearing.
Are you saying the police officer racial profiled him?
Yes.
Damn. Are you gonna go riot now?
So yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So you gotta be careful what you wear.
So if you do go rioting, give my kids like Legos, hook it brother up.
Be at Plaza at 11. Right, starts at 11.
All right. Okay. We gotta get closer to the end. Since I have you on the microphone and these guys already freaking roasted me, is there anything that you remember of my childhood that was funny or that I,
There
When you tried to,
was-
when you
well-
tried to murder Alejandro.
I tried to murder Alejandro?
There was a couple of things he did when he was little.
What?
One
A
time,
couple. We said only one.
one time I bought him a little gold ring, and he decided to go give the little gold ring to his little girlfriend Elizabeth.
Damn.
What?
When I looked-
I'm married. Shh.
When I looked for the
Wow.
when I asked him, "Where's the ring?" He said, "Well, I gave it to Elizabeth. She's my girlfriend."
How old was I?
You were like maybe 4 or 5.
Damn,
And
man,
you were
he's
selling-
making the moves.
And then he was all in love with Britney Spears.
Whoa,
That was his
whoa,
woman.
whoa.
Back in the days, Alejandro was in love with Christina Aguilera, and Andy was in love with Britney Spears.
Before she went crazy. Okay, I'll admit it. Before she went crazy.
And when we lived in the trailer park for like 2 or 3 years. The boys would all hang inside, and they would be waiting for me to get home from work, and they would put one of the little boys in the corner, and he would say, "Andy, your mom is coming." And they ran out like roaches out of the trailer.
So we had this little tiny 1-bedroom trailer. Like it's just like really small for even our family. But hey, when you can find somewhere to live, you take whatever they give you. And yeah, the whole entire trailer park of kids would hang out with us, and all we had was a Nintendo 64 when the PlayStation 2 first came out,
And the computer.
and I mean computer. So I guess we were like the rich ones of the property.
No, we would also host our own very own.
We would also host
wrestling,
wrestling
dog.
events. We would
that
have
was amazing.
we would put out the TV outside, and we would watch like the
like
pay
we
per
would
views.
we would wrestle.
Oh,
Like,
wrestle
We
too.
had good times and we had bad times. What we would do was we would order the pay-per-view wrestling matches. That's when we had our wrestlers, The Rock.
The
Austin-
Attitude Era. For those of you that follow wrestling, the
Yeah,
Attitude,
so
the best
we had
time.
China, we had DX, we had Stone
La
Cold.
Parca.
No, not Parca. That's the Mexican one.
That part.
But we had all these kind of better wrestlers that we have now, and we would pay the pay-per-views, and we would have all the kids from the trailer park, and they would pitch in $3.
Trailer park of what? Like maybe 200 trailers?
Yeah, 200
So
trailers.
that's a lot of kids.
And we had popcorn. We would have hot dogs. We would have everything for them
So
to
we
snack
pretty
on.
much would charge the kids $2 to come watch the pay-per-view, but we would feed them with those $2.
I still remember when we played Capture the Flag with everybody.
Oh, with
Remember-
walkie-talkies and...
No,
yeah.
I still remember you yelled at me because your golden rule was nobody can leave the certain area of the trailer park.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't want us to get lost. So we're playing Capture the Flag, and I followed that rule one day, so I didn't chase the guy because of that.
Yeah.
And you got mad at me like, "Oh, we're playing Capture the Flag, chase him." I'm like, "But you told me not to leave this certain area. Like I'm following your rule, and you yelled at me for that."
So
I
what-
still remember that day.
So when we were living at the trailer park, we would have our little pay-per-views outside. We would have our Laker games outside. We won the championship of the Lakers. We went to the corner. I
We
took
literally-
all the little kids
we literally entertained
with
everyone.
signs. We had all the little kids with signs. Then when Andy started learning how to drive, he would get the car and fill up the car with kids and drive down back and forth on the little driveway in the trailer park.
Yeah, everybody
with
would take turns.
with 10 kids in the car.
Yeah, like a little... it
Yeah,
was into the
so
trailer
yeah,
park,
and then
so-
one time the electricity went out, so Andy found this 2x4 and he lighted it up so it looked like a big old Roman candle in the middle of the trailer park. Yeah, and then Alex was always being put aside because Andy didn't like him following him around. So they would tie him everywhere. They tied him to the tree. They tied him to the.
We did.
They took him all the way to the playground. They said that playground was haunted. They tied him there, and
He would escape.
And
He would
3
escape.
minutes 3 minutes later, you would see him Alejandro coming back.
Yeah, he would escape.
He would escape, and then they would throw my daughter, the only daughter, they would throw her outside, and they would all be in the trailer, and all the girls were outside,
she's the
and all
toughest,
the
bro.
boys were inside.
She's the toughest.
So she was the toughest one because they made her tough, because they were always beat on her. So they were always messing with her. So she would turn around. She power bombed Weddle one time.
She chokeslammed him.
Chokeslammed and
powerbombed.
she-
Powerbombed him. She
Yeah.
picked him off the ground, like at
literally
least 5
on
feet
her
off the ground.
on her shoulders, and boom.
Yeah.
Alejandro is almost 6 feet tall, and she's only like 4 something, and she would bite Alejandro's ears
Yeah.
like Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Whoa. That's the one guy I do not want in my house punching me in the face. Thank you very much.
Just don't see Liz
So
Tiger.
Yeah.
so she would beat him up all the time. So one day, and then one day Andy did not like Alejandro for some reason, and he got.
How old was I first? Clarify the age.
You were probably like around
Young and
4.
reckless.
Yeah, he was around 4
Also,
or something.
Alejandro was barely born.
Yeah, Alejandro was only a couple of months old, and Andy got newspapers, and he got his homework and turned them on with a fire, and he started a bonfire in the room with Alejandro in the room,
I think
and he closed the door. So I just started smelling smoke, and I went in there, and Andy tried to kill Alejandro.
Oh, shit.
So that was one thing he did.
Remember that? No.
Yeah, he was like 4.5. So,
I told you in the beginning of this podcast to think of some stuff, but damn.
Yeah, he
I
tried to
think
burn
that's where the end
Alejandro down.
happens. That's
I don't remember that.
And then another time he threw him in the trash can and he covered him with a blanket.
really.
So yeah,
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming to my podcast. We are done. No.
Nothing you said is nothing going in.
Yeah,
The podcast.
we're already at an hour and 15 minutes. I'm probably gonna cut it to 10 minutes.
We could probably go longer.
We probably could go longer, but
oh no, but there's another one.
Oh no.
one more.
There's one more.
Uno más.
That day I bought a big bag of chocolate
Again,
clusters.
specify how old I am.
He was like 4.5,
Again.
and I would hide the candies from them because I would give them one at a time.
Oh, I do remember
So
this.
he got a bag of candies. There was a bag of candies in the drawer, and there were like peanut clusters.
She's gonna embarrass the hell out of me right now.
So he ate all the candy bag. So when I went looking for the candy bag, I'm like, where's the candy bag? And he said, I don't know. I asked Danny, I think one of the other boys was there. Where's the candy
Well, if
bag?
I'm 4.5, it's only me and Alejandro.
Yeah, it was only
It's on
Alejandro.
Alejandro and I.
No, but somebody else was there at the house.
I might have been older then.
Yeah, and I asked him, oh, well, where's the candies? Who ate the candies? Oh, I don't know. So at midnight, he's crying in the bed, turning and tossing and saying, oh, I want to go to the hospital. I go, what's wrong? He goes, I ate your candy.
I will say that kind of explains why JoJo is such a devil. He's learned it from you when you were a kid.
That is true.
He's gotten that gene from you.
That is
Oh
true.
my! I do remember.
You were-
No,
I do
well, Weddle, remember the days we used to go to Kmart and you and Alejandro used to embarrass me
Oh
too?
my god, you did that too.
Yeah, you did. And then he said one day, oh, I miss those days.
The only thing I ever did was the only thing I remember doing, not embarrassing you, but I almost got you deported.
We went to TJ and they asked him where he was from, and he looks at me, he goes, well, from where? And then they asked him, how old are you? Oh, how old am I? And they kept asking, and they would ask him and he would ask me. So they're like, oh, I don't think that's your kid. And then another time they stopped me because Angel was darker than all the rest. And they thought he was a little Mexican little kid that I had brought over the border. Because Andy, Beto, and Alejandro are all light. And for some reason, Angel is dark as a little Mexican kid. So
I mean, I look straight out white boy.
they think Andy's a white boy. They even say he doesn't know how to speak Spanish. El gringo
And
habla español.
they're shocked when I speak Spanish.
So
In
yeah,
Spanish. So do
so
parrots.
I know.
yeah, I almost got
Deported.
deported because they thought he was not my kid, and then another time because of Angel, because he was a little bit darker than the other ones, they thought I was bringing an illegal across the border. So yeah, so
See,
they
not as bad, guys.
Yeah,
Not
so
as
and
bad.
then Güero
Not as bad as
and
sending your brother on
Alejandro,
fire.
when we would go to Kmart, they would embarrass me by playing with the pool noodles, hitting each other with them.
Oh my god.
I would go try to hide from him, and then Güero would come up and say, "Mom." Okay, so then one day Alejandro was dragging Angel to the store, and Andy calls and asks me, "What are the kids doing?" I go, "Well, Alejandro's dragging Angel through the store." He said, "Oh, I miss those days."
I grew up, damn it. Take the microphone away from her, please. Damn.
This,
Dude, God.
this is why I wish I was when you guys were
Yeah,
younger.
me too.
Because
everybody
this time
now
is
they
like,
all just stay
you
home.
know, it's just,
Yeah,
They
no.
all just
Yeah,
stay
there's a
home
lot
on
of
their
stories
phones.
like me and Angel almost burning down a trash can.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do like another episode because this is
part 2.
yeah, like a part 2 because this is
They burned down the Miraloma laundry room.
It was Angel.
okay. Well, we'll talk about the burning down of something later on. I don't like to make my podcast episodes this long, and we're already past
Hey,
an
so
hour.
have you seen the other guy, bald guy, UFC fighter? His is like 3 hours long.
Yeah, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
They go up to 4 hours.
There's some podcasts that are long,
Yeah,
but yeah.
like some. That's the
there's
thing.
one where
Like,
when they argue about being about
Yeah.
flat Earth thing. Oh my god, where one of the guys believe the Earth is flat. They go at it for like an hour, like 30 minutes about
Yeah.
them arguing about the world being flat or not.
yeah,
Okay.
people would
Well,
find things to find.
I mean, next time, like right now, I get it, man. This is the first time I have all 3 of you in here. Well, 4 of you in here. This is the first. Wedo, this is the first time you've come down out here. You guys came down a month ago,
yeah,
and I mean, I get the drive sucks, but I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's worth it.
yeah.
And I mean, we go out there and we try to cut in. What happened?
To be fair, the main reason why I came out here is because of one thing.
You want to go eat somewhere that
No,
you don't have
no.
out there?
Me and what are we gonna go and put gas later on?
Go put gas.
We're gonna go put gas later on.
Are you guys gonna take advantage of the gas prices are cheaper over here? What's going on?
Is it really?
What am I missing? No, I don't think so.
No, I'm just
Anyways.
I'm just
No,
gonna
no,
go-
that's just a code word.
It took.
We're gonna go put gas.
We're gonna put gas.
You guys are gonna go eat somewhere?
No,
We're gonna go put gas.
No, we're gonna go
Come
put
on.
gas.
Wedo's running low on gas. We're gonna take his car back. We're gonna put gas.
Yes, we're gonna put gas.
We're gonna
they
put
don't
gas.
know. Me and Junior are gonna go. Put
I
gas in
know
my
what
car.
the gas.
No, you don't.
Oh, that's what it is.
What? No, that's what we're making a joke
They want to
about.
go eat. They want to go eat. Okay.
No, I love. He's only been there once.
Dude.
Did he tell you the day we drove?
No, I don't. I don't want him to
We
tell
drove-
me anything else. I
we
want to
drove
end
an-
this podcast.
We drove an hour and a half to Sonic's
Oh.
in Lancaster. This is a short story.
No, it's not a short story
It
because
is-
I heard it already.
The guy decided to be an asshole, so we had to drive an extra 30 minutes to some. What is it? Tapachi.
Yeah.
Tehachapi.
So I heard the
Let's
story. You
take a
guys,
chappy.
so you guys drove an hour and a half to go to Lancaster to go to Sonic's.
Yeah.
Which, damn, there we go again, giving people's names out or restaurants' names. Then the guy there was being a prick because you weren't wearing a mask, even though you weren't even in the building.
No, so he had asked me to give him my card,
Yeah.
but he was asking me to put on a mask at the same time. I'm like, well, dude, I'm gonna give you my
One
card.
or the other, right?
Yeah. So it was like,
So then you get upset with this guy, and then drive another half an hour to Tehachapi.
yeah,
Take a choppy.
take a choppy.
Because the one right here is only, you could have just gone to the one here, which is only 15 minutes
They
away.
told me it was further.
No, we told
They told me it. Didn't they not tell me it was further?
Okay, guys.
Coming from
I-
Asian, from when we came back from Big Bear, who got lost in the mountain.
Guys,
I'm not gonna listen to that guy.
I really want to end this podcast. Like, I really want
You
to
have the 3 of us here. You really think this is gonna end?
No, we have to
Have
end
you,
it.
seen, have you seen us playing Call of Duty?
We have
That's
to-
like material for 10
We
hours.
have to.
That's how bad. We don't even play together anymore.
We have to schedule another day for you guys to come
Part
down.
2 comes
I'm probably
up.
gonna cut this one in half and put part 1 and part 2 because this is so long.
That's racist.
So
That's effed up.
So then you want to make the beginning, the intro for the next one?
probably.
I do
So
have a question.
oh, here we go.
Why? That's been bugging me. Why don't you take the plastic off?
He's
Do you
cheap.
not see my forehead? I'm already sweating just talking to you guys.
I'm sorry. It's just been bugging me.
And
all
we're
day.
talking about what's bugging. This is bugging me right here. The fact that this isn't wrapped around.
You know what's bugging me?
Oh
This
my
is bugging me
God.
right here. This is like
No,
just.
that was just like
so
a genuine.
now you guys are nitpicking at my studio.
Yeah. I want that to be able to go around.
and I want this to push back. I don't know what he wants.
And I told you guys not to nitpick everything I do, and there
Hey,
you
no.
guys go.
Every night though,
This
you
is
come
too
in here and
close.
you kiss his legs, huh? Every night. That's what you ever
So I have
He
a
kisses him on
cardboard.
the lips, dog. He
I-
puts a little bit of the a little bit of lipstick on. He goes,
Okay, let me reference to what they're talking about. I have a cardboard cutout of Tony Romo when he went and promoted the Coronas, and I cut it in half, and his upper body is on one window and the lower body is on the other window. So now they're making fun of me for making out with Tony Romo.
"Do you still have those bottles from like what 6-7 years ago?
The Pepsi bottles,
Do you want one
they're in
more?
a box up there
You still
somewhere.
have them?
Yeah,
Dude, that's crazy. Those are old,
Yeah.
probably. How do you think they taste?
Warm.
I'm gonna end this podcast now. Well, guys, thank you for coming this drive. Thank you for making this drive over here.
Hashtag made it for Sonics.
Thank you for coming over.
Follow
Thank-
me at Twitch,
Oh
Mr. Skippy. One, no space, just caps.
If you want to watch
Okay.
bad content, follow him. But if you want
Yes,
to watch
I
good
play
gameplay,
Minecraft
come
and
follow
Fortnite.
me.
He plays that game. Just follow me. If you want to see any gate
Do you
carries,
guys
follow
see
me.
why I moved out? My listeners, please feel for me. This is why I moved out.
You moved out because you call yourself a man.
Oh, here we go. Oh my god.
Damn.
Which
Call
from
himself
what I
a
heard,
white
I'm
boy.
gonna end this podcast right now. Thank you for riding with me, guys.
Thank you for having me. There you go. We said it in sync.
Thank you for listening to Ride With Me, the Flat Tire Indie Podcast. You can also listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and Podbean.